wake up every morning at 4:30 and you are happy to go to work because the sun's shining, you're out on a beautiful property, you're riding horses, it's just sort of you and the animal, and you're working with your family. And not many people who, have to go in for a 9-to-5 job get to do that. My earliest memories would be coming up to the farm when you would be walking and a horse would be walking past you. You had to do tin soldier up against the wall, just so you didn't scare the horses. I'd ridden all my life in equestrian, show jumping and whatnot, and I wanted to ride, and Dad said, all right, we'll put you on a horse. And they kept saying every time we'd go, they say, okay, well, let's go half pace. I said, how am I supposed to know what half pace is if I don't even know what full pace is? And I kid you not, within the next week, I was riding new time and off he went. He just absolutely flew. And I've just pulled up like puffing, going, I know what full pace is now. Mum and Dad did everything they could to steer me away from racing. I played every other sport. Any sport I wanted to do and I was enrolled in. You name it, I did it. And the idea was just to push me into being more well-rounded and not being pushed into something that perhaps wasn't for me. It was always making sure that I had a backup plan, but I'm pretty confident that there's no other industry I would want to be in. There's nothing quite like owning a winner. There's just this thrill that it doesn't matter if you own a hoof or whether you own that whole horse. Watching your horse cross the line first is just the biggest thrill and excitement you could possibly ask for. There's no industry like racing that brings people together and evokes the excitement that it does. I was really, really lucky in my introduction to ownership. His first 13 starts, he was never out of the money. He had a winning hat trick, he was always placing. So I've just come into this game and I thought, how good is this? Like, you just go to the races and they win. I've since realised that the game is not that easy and you do need to have a bit of luck and patience. I think patience is the biggest thing. You really need to have patience, but the thrill at the end of it makes it all worthwhile. I'm hoping that I can be an industry participant that people can come to. There's no denying that people would be interested in ownership. The problem is that people don't know how, that they don't know where to start, that they don't know who to speak to. I want to be that person that they can come to and say, oh look, I'm looking to get involved in a horse, where do I start? Ownership can really be really affordable. I own 5 horses and I'm 23. And yeah, people might say, oh, but your family's in it, they look after you. I've paid for every single horse. If you're only taking 2.5%, it's very, very manageable. It can be as much as your gym membership to see more young people in the game. And not necessarily young, under 20, but you could be, under 40 and get involved, but just the next generations coming through to see the sustainability of this industry. I think it's so important that we start getting more people involved, whether that be just as punters going to the races or, in this ownership sort of space.